then in motorsport, we get very generalistic. We get very, oh, I'm going to this track, which means A, B, and C. You know, I either go well there or I've got a bad experience there. So we tend to almost predict our level of performance. What we do right at the beginning is that we are all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. We're enjoying our riding. We're setting some goals and we're achieving those goals. So we feel great when we first set out racing or riding a motorbike, you know, on a track, in a track day environment where you're looking at the track time, the time of a lap, and you're bettering that. So that's all super, going in the right direction. Then as soon as we plateau and we're not able to replicate that and keep the progress going, we then tend to look at the outside world about that being the differentiator, that being the thing that we need to change. So it starts off with, you know, being lucky when it's going well, wearing the same undersuit, wearing the same socks, putting the left boot on first, all of those sort of things that we hope it's going to be carrying on. So it's not our control, it's just a fate of whether we're going to perform well or not. Then, when it's not going well, we go into the blame game. We go into, okay, well, I'm quite a fast rider. I've been told I've got talent. I've been told by people around me that, you know, I'm a natural at this. So it can't be me, is the first thing we say to ourselves. So it must be the bike, it must be the suspension, it must be the tyres, it must be the guy that's working on the bike for me. And so we go into sort of mixing it up mode. What can I change? What can I, you know, upgrade? Everybody's going well on this brand, so I'll go and buy that brand. But the truth is, by changing the outside elements, we get a very small gain, and that gain isn't sustainable because the fundamentals of our performance are what are being ignored. So I always use the equation, the analogy of baking a cake. If you're trying to bake a cake and you're very stressed about the outcome, you're stressed about what people are going to think of that cake, you're stressed about whether it's a pass or a fail environment, whether it's a good cake or a bad cake, and we're so focused on the outcome, we ignore all of the ingredients. So we don't get the right eggs, and we don't, and the sell-by date on the milk is past its due date, and we don't copy the recipe exactly. Then the cake's obviously going to taste pretty bad. If we still, the counter argument of that is that we care about how good the cake is going to taste. It matters to us. So we're going to pay double the attention on the ingredients. We're going to make sure we get free-range eggs and the freshest milk and copy and the recipe to the absolute letter. Then the cake takes care of itself. You know, the taste and what people think of it take care of itself. And it's exactly the same in our racing. We tend to ignore the key elements that are helping or hindering our performance and go and try and put, some sort of, plaster over the problem by replacing, upgrading, or whatever. So it really is a case of us being in a situation of understanding where our performance comes from. Because we get, told that we've got to be fitter. We get told that we've got to maybe, get a rider coach and work on technique or do more track time or whatever. But we never get told what to focus on, and that's really where I come in, on helping people have more clarity, be in a cooler and calmer state to be able to perform better.